Hey you guys, how are you? We are here with another episode of Blueprint Tips. How y'all doing? Hope everybody is doing okay. Today's Blueprint Tips have been posted on YouTube already. I'm just gonna pull them up here so that I can follow along. All right, you guys. All right, so we have our blueprint tips up. Hopefully you have them up as well. Or the topic today is trust. And a lot of the blueprint tips I'm noticing that the Lord is placing on my heart to give to you guys is related to trust. He has had my team and I in an extensive training, making sure that we are aware of all of the ramifications or details are aligned in NLJA, Trustee Management Agency. So I want you to drop it in the comments today. We are preparing our trust because this is, I know I mentioned before in the videos that if we don't have things in order as far as our trust go, and we're asking God to release things unto us, then he is not going to release them. And I can be a testament to that, okay? If you don't have your trust in order, then how is he going to release anything unto you? Then it's not safe. And he needs for you to know how to safeguard your assets. Remember, on the back of the dollars, in God we trust, okay? And when these corporations are operating out here, they are operating in a sense of trust to trust, okay? The only reason we are operating the way that we are with Bank of America, Chase, Fidelity, and all of these other financial institutions, which are security transfer agents, they have us in minor status. So they're treating us like minors until we learn how to operate in a way that we are supposed to, which is trust to trust. If you guys are looking for more information about that, drop it in the comments, and we do read our comments, and we'll get you guys more information. But we really do advise you guys to head on over and start the course with Build Your Brand on a Solid Foundation. And as you walk through those steps, then you won't be lost, okay? I think a lot of the problem on this journey as well is that you're getting information from all of these places. And I come from the world of education. I come from the world of teaching, and making sure that everything is aligned, like it's an outline for everything. And we have carefully went ahead and made sure that we have put all the details there for you, so that if you have a question, it's already pretty much answered for you. Okay? Because I'm gonna just be honest, when I get in the zone and I start to work, I don't want to have to stop because I have a question about something. I'd rather for everything to just be sought out. So from, I guess it's OCD, I don't know. But in that way, I'd just like for all of the organization to be top tier as it relates to me starting a new project, or working on something new. I want to make sure that I have everything in line, okay? All right, so trust. If you have a trust already, drop a 1 in the chat. If you don't have a trust, drop a 2 in the chat. For our 1s, we really recommend that you do an audit first, just so that you have a detailed guide, again, and an outline of where you are as it relates to trust and being prepared to do business in this world, okay? I know we spoke a lot about assets the last time, but making sure or trying to figure out what assets are and how they go into the trust. Remember, if you bought a Mercedes and your Mercedes was $104,000, that's the tag that's at the end. That's how much you got worth of assets inside of your trust. You can leverage that. Okay, you can go and get a loan off of that. You can do the same thing that they did. All they did was just leveraged it. The bank, Mercedes, they just leveraged that, and they went and they put a bond on the secondary market for that $104,000, and it belongs to you. Okay, you can do the same thing. When we start to learn how to operate the same way that they operate, look out, okay? Because we're here now and we are operating in the same capacity that they are. They are no different than we are. They bleed the same way that we do. They get on their knees and pray the same way that we do. They are no different, okay? All right, so we spoke about what type of assets, what assets were: vehicles, houses, boats, aircrafts. But not only when you have these things and you're making sure that, do you have a deed to these assets? Did you make your own deed? Did you make your own, forgive me, did you make your own title? Did you deposit it? Is it deposited into your trust? Is it registered? Drop a 1 in the chat if all this is done under your trust. Drop a 2 in the chat if it's not. I'm here to tell you, for those of you who dropped the 2, drop the 1, that's great. I still suggest an audit to make sure that everything aligns and that you didn't miss any steps, or your team or whoever prepared it for you didn't miss any steps. I think sometimes we say, oh no, my team is going to handle that. Let me get back to the 2s. Oh no, my team is going to handle that. You need to know what's going on with your name, your social, your birth certificate, your God-given inheritance. Stop placing your God-given inheritance into the hands of someone else, because at that point, all they are going to do is it's just not always great. I'm gonna just leave it there. It's just not always great. So it's very essential to know what's going on and to speak to your stuff yourself, okay? And I have to be completely transparent here, is what I'm hearing in the spirit, is that if you don't have a hold of your own affairs and you are allowing someone else to use or to direct your affairs, then it's going to be very minimal that the Lord decides to place in your hands, because you are not the one that's handling it. Someone else is. So we want our blessings all to come through our hands. And we want to care for them. I always say, I am never going to mismanage the blessings that the Lord give me. They are too precious. Okay? All right, so now that we have our assets, we know what those are, we've done our audit, we have a checklist, everything is in tune, we're ready to go. Okay? 3 trust audit tips. Okay, expose the hidden risk. Is your trust really secure? Okay, many trusts contain undetected compliance gaps, outdated terms, or inefficient tax structures that can lead to financial losses or legal disputes. Do your trust have a bond that's protecting the beneficiaries and the trustee as they perform these duties for you? Are they protected in that way? Or is the trust going to take the hit? Is it secure? That's what they mean. Did you secure the bag? Is the bag secured? Here at NLJA Agency, we're going to make sure that your bag is secured. We're going to give you all of the details, and they are all here. They are all aligned. No gatekept information. We are serious. Everything is aligned. You pay, you receive. I know there is a lot of different things that's going on the internet as far as this process. and getting to your inheritance and learning how to pay your bills the correct way. But like I explained before, this isn't a gate kept channel. God said, I put it in you for you to share with my people. I am going to be a good and faithful servant and do so. Okay? Because I told y'all already, I don't like to get no whooping by God. All right. Ensure fair and equitable distributions. Are all beneficiaries treated fairly? Like I said as well, many trusts unintentionally favor certain beneficiaries over others due to vague wording or trustee mismanagement. Who's managing these trustees that you put in place? I think you need to do an audit of your trustees. I think you need to do an audit of the documentation and the assets that goes to whom, because we know that each and every asset that you have should have a separate declaration. And I'm just going to leave that there. Every asset that you have. Drop a 1 in the chat if each one of your assets hold their own declaration. Drop a 2 in the chat if you didn't even know that it should. And it's okay. We are here to teach you guys these things so that when you do decide to go sit down with your nice portfolio and you walk into that security transfer agent and you tell them, I need X, Y, and Z, and they ask what you got to back it up, you let them know how secure your bag is. Stop letting them tell you as well, oh, you don't have to show them your trust when you go into the financial institution. If you want to do business with them, then you have to show them something. They want to see. They want to see. Now figure out what it is that they want to see, and then you provide it for them. But for you to feel like I'm just going to hold it all to myself, no, you're not supposed to ask me for that. No. There shouldn't be any type of combativeness. It shouldn't be a fight. It don't have to be a fight. All right. We'll go back. I'm going to back up. So for NLJA agency, what we do to make sure that the beneficiaries assets is secure and everything is coming to them, we do a beneficiary review and rights protection agreement. And then at that particular time, whomever is the settler or the trustees would have all had eyes on this particular document to ensure that the beneficiaries asset is secure in the end, because at the end of the day, everything is going to go to the beneficiary when time comes. All right, so we want to make sure that everything aligns, so when it is time to make that transfer, that there are no discrepancies, because everybody knows how it gets when a person passes away and it's time to go ahead and receive the inheritance that is left. They act a fool. So if to decrease a lot of issues as it relates to family feuds and different things like that, I highly recommend that there is an audit done of your trust. And even if you don't have that in place, we can help you put that in place. But I think it's essential to have in place, especially when someone else is going to be handling your affairs or reading the will, the trust, or what have you at that particular time. All right, so if you don't have these particular documents within your trust, I strongly suggest that you get them, because these are things that the banks, security transfer agents want to see. Okay. Maximize your wealth protection. Stop unnecessary asset drain. Trust can leak wealth due to excessive fees, improper tax planning, or poor investment oversight. In my opinion, when you guys are creating these trusts, and a lot of you guys have have done your trust yourself, or you followed a class, or you went and got some information, And there are a lot of details that go into wealth management and planning. And as you wealth plan, then you are planning for your future, you're planning for your retirement, you're planning for the generations to come. You are building your legacy, you are building your brand on a solid foundation. You have to make sure that wealth management is secure. And when I say that your wealth management is secure, that there's a difference between your personal and your business. Going back to maximizing your wealth protection, I say this is how you maximize your wealth protection. As we all know, our all cap name is already a trust. It is aligned to your birth certificate. It is aligned to your SESTA KVU. I can never get it right, y'all. SESTA KVU is related to that trust. Okay. Separate them. Maximize your wealth potential. That's your business already. So now you have a personal and then you have a business. So all off that one all cap name. Let us teach you how. I told y'all, no gate cap information. We want everybody to win here. Okay, we are building God's kingdom here on earth. He is coming back. We are living in the times of Exodus right now. If you don't believe me, just turn the page. You can start at Exodus 5. It's fine. I'm going to be obedient and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. So, and that is get you guys this information. And I'm excited to get you guys this information. Who's your successor trustee? Something happened to you. Who is it? Who's going to take charge? Is that assigned? Does your beneficiaries have a notification letter? Are you sending that out? Are you doing trust minutes? Do you know how? Do you have a trust distribution letter? Do you have it? No conflicts of interest. Legal and ethical alignment. All of these things should be in your trust. All of them. And if you don't know how to align them, then here at NLJA Trustee Agency, we can definitely help you. Okay, like I expressed to you guys before, everything is created. In our course, we do offer different packages for you guys. I know most of the time some people just want to move fast. They just want to go fast. And we don't do things in that way. If you are going to be a part of Little Academy, then this is course ran. And it's course ran with different cohorts. And you'll receive different levels to help you climb the ladder, but in order. Can you go out of order as it aligns to this program? No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to allow anybody to make us feel rushed in this process, because it is essential that everything is given its proper amount of time to ensure that we have a secure bag. We carefully recommend that you go through the entire process with us. We have we're revamping and changing some things over with the website. We are also in creation mode as well as it relates to this particular project. It is a part of the Build Your Brand on a Solid Foundation, but it is a different component. But it is one of the first components in going from Egypt to Israel. NLJA has a free trust risk management assessment that we can send you guys to check your trust. It is absolutely free. You can click the link and we'll send that over to your email. Allow it 24 hours at least to come to you. It is automated and generated. But we all know technology has its own mind, but we are available via email. If you don't receive it, we can definitely get it out to you in a quicker amount of time. I just ask that you be patient with us as we go along in this process. If you have a trust that is amazing, I would recommend that you go ahead and you do a trust audit, and we do have a package for the trust audit. If you do not have a trust set up already, that is okay as well. We do have a webinar that you can join the webinar. I believe it's $197 right now, and I do believe we have a trustee package that's there. It's a bundle. You can head on over to the website and pull up the bundle that's there, and you'll be able to receive a plethora of different things that aligns. Actually, let's see. If we head on over and we click over on the website, we click Little Academy. Little Academy will come up, and actually I believe it's under the book now. It's under the book now. So if you're booking now and you go in and you select, we have the webinar that's there as well for the Build Your Brand on a Solid Foundation. We do have the VIP that's available, and these classes are recurring every Monday. We have the ultimate bundle where you guys can go in and you can receive the Build Your Brand, and then you'll unlock the trust secrets as well in the webinar there. So that's the bundle. That's the bundle that's there. You can do the bundle that's there, and you'll receive the Build Your Brand on a Solid Foundation as well as the trust information. That's the bundle. If you do not have a trust already, we do recommend that you go ahead and you do the webinar for the trust. And then after your trust is all set, then we'll do an audit of the trust just to ensure that you have all the documentation that is required to do business. Assets are registered and everything. And then we'll go ahead and deposit your assets into your trust as well. So all of these are different programs or services that we do offer. So we're going to go from the free risk management assessment, and then from there you'll do the webinar if you don't have a trust. If you do have a trust, then you'll go straight to the audit, and then from the audit then there is a deposit of your assets that we can assist with, and then the last is your bonds and everything for your trust. It's important to make sure again that you are securing everything within your trust. You're securing the bag. These 3 trust audit tips are very essential, and again, the Lord is pressing me to have you guys prepare to get your trust in order. It is essential to ensure that we are receiving everything that it is that we want to receive from Him. We are showing Him that we can definitely make sure that we are protecting what He gives. I know I rambled a lot. I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm still learning this video thing to its full capacity, but I think it's going to be great. I'm grateful to be able to sit here and share this wealth of knowledge with you guys. I sit here, I'm in my prayer room. I sit here and I pray all the time for knowledge and wisdom to govern the people accordingly, like Solomon. So that is my ultimate job, and I am so elated that this is my job now. I used to go punch a clock. I used to go clock in, but now I'm clocking in for the Lord, and it feels so good. Okay, you guys, so until next time, I'll see y'all later, but don't forget to click the link to get started. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.